Welcome to the hidden corners of our planet Earth, a universe of improbable wonders where nature hasn't just survived. It has exploded in beauty, mystery, and raw magnificence. Places where nature blurs the line between the real and the fantastical, where time has carved both ancient stories and wild, untamed landscapes into the land. From emerald lagoons cradled by towering limestone giants to desert fortresses rising like mirages from the red earth. Every destination whispers a story of geological time, of human spirit, of pure wonder. So take a breath, let the noise of the world fall away, and join us here on Radiant Places on this epic pursuit as we uncover some of the most fascinating wonders of our planet. Surreal coastlines, dramatic cliffs, timeless cultures, and wilderness beyond imagination. We welcome you once again to our Radiant Places exclusive. Our journey begins in the warm embrace of the Andaman Sea, where Maya Bay cradles itself between towering limestone sentinels. The water here holds secrets in its emerald depths, so clear you can see your reflection dancing with tropical fish 20 feet below. This isn't just a beach, it's nature's amphitheatre, where dramatic cliffs rise like ancient guardians around a stage of powder-soft sand. The Thais call it paradise, and standing here with the gentle lapping of waves and the whisper of wind through limestone caves, you understand why some places transcend description. But limestone has more stories to tell, and they echo across the world in the most unexpected places. In the heart of Cappadocia, Turkey, entire civilizations carved their dreams into rock. Here, fairy chimneys pierce the sky like nature's own skyscrapers, their pale, otherworldly forms sculpted by millions of years of wind and rain. Byzantine Christians once hollowed out these rocks, creating underground cities that could house thousands. Walking through these ancient corridors, your footsteps follow paths worn smooth by countless generations who sought refuge, community, and something greater than themselves in the heart of the stone. The Mediterranean has its own secrets, and one of them floats like a dream in the turquoise waters off Turkey's coast. Suluanda Island emerges from the sea with the pristine beauty that earned it the nickname the Maldives of the Mediterranean. But unlike its tropical counterpart, this hidden gem carries the rugged character of the Turkish coast. White limestone cliffs that glow like marble in the afternoon sun, and waters so impossibly blue they seem almost artificial. Here you can drift in complete solitude, surrounded by nothing but the gentle sounds of waves against ancient rock. Sometimes nature creates art so bold, so impossibly dramatic, that it stops us in our tracks. In the Colorado Plateau of Arizona, the Colorado River has spent millions of years carving one of the most photographed curves in the world. Horseshoe Bend defies perspective. This meandering ribbon of jade-green water flowing 1,000 feet below your feet, bending through sandstone in a perfect horseshoe that seems too geometric to be natural. Standing on that precipice, feeling the vastness of the American West stretching endlessly in every direction, you realize you're witnessing the patient artistry of water and time. But water writes different stories in different corners of the world. In the crystal clear depths of Raja Ampat, Indonesia, an underwater universe thrives in what marine biologists call the most biodiverse waters on Earth. Here, beneath this surface of remote islands, scattered across the Bird's Head Peninsula, coral gardens bloom in impossible colours. Manta rays glide like underwater angels, while schools of barracuda spiral in silver tornadoes. This is where the Indian and Pacific Oceans meet, creating currents that have nurtured life for millennia. Every dive here is like exploring an alien planet that happens to exist on our own world. In the remote islands of Nusa Penida, Indonesia, erosion has sculpted a masterpiece that captured the imagination of travellers worldwide. Kelingking Beach, with its dramatic cliff formation that resembles the head of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, offers a perspective that seems almost too cinematic to be real. The white sand beach below feels impossibly distant, protected by towering cliffs and accessible only to the most determined adventurers. From above, the contrast is breathtaking. Emerald vegetation clinging to pale limestone, azure waters stretching to the horizon, and that perfect crescent of beach nestled like a secret at the bottom of the world. Some places carry stories heavier than their beauty. Le Morne, Brabant in Mauritius rises from turquoise lagoons like a sleeping giant, its summit shrouded in clouds and mystery. But this UNESCO World Heritage Site holds memories of those who sought freedom in its caves and crevices. For generations, escaped slaves found sanctuary in its rocky heights, choosing liberty over captivity, even when freedom meant isolation on an almost inaccessible peak. Today, as you stand on the beaches below looking up at those formidable cliffs, you feel the weight of those stories, the courage of those who chose hope over despair. The Mediterranean holds another secret, one painted in shades of impossible blue. Navagio Beach in Zakynthos, Greece, exists like something from a fever dream, a pristine cove accessible only by boat, where a shipwrecked freighter has become part of the landscape. The MV Panagiotis, stranded here since 1980, now serves as a dramatic centerpiece to one of the most photographed beaches in the world. The contrast is striking. Rusted metal against powder-white sand, the deep blue of the Ionian Sea framed by limestone cliffs that seem to glow in the Mediterranean sun. In the American Southwest, time has painted landscapes in colors that seem too vivid for reality. Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs showcases nature's artistry in towering red sandstone formations that seem to defy gravity. These ancient rocks, tilted and sculpted by geological forces over millions of years, create a natural sculpture garden where every angle offers a new perspective. Balanced rock, cathedral spires, kissing camels. Early visitors gave these formations names that tried to capture their otherworldly beauty. But no words can truly convey the sensation of walking among these red giants as the Colorado sky stretches endlessly overhead. Among the rock formations, Thailand's ancient rainforests hold secrets that predate human civilization. In Khao Sok National Park, limestone karst formations rise from emerald jungle like sleeping dragons, their surfaces clothed in vegetation that has thrived undisturbed for over 160 million years. This is one of the oldest rainforest ecosystems on Earth, where morning mist clings to ancient trees and the calls of gibbons echo across pristine valleys. Floating on Cheo Lan Lake, surrounded by these towering limestone pillars reflected in mirror-still water, you feel like you've discovered a lost world that time forgot. In the Philippines, the Bacuit Archipelago reveals its treasures to those who venture beyond the obvious. Big Lagoon in El Nido exists like a secret chamber, carved from marble by ancient seas. Paddling through its narrow entrance, you emerge into a cathedral of limestone where light filters through openings in the rock, creating an almost spiritual atmosphere. The water here holds a unique clarity, so transparent that your kayak seems to float on air, while schools of fish dart beneath you like living jewels in liquid crystal. Monument Valley speaks in the language of giants. These sandstone monuments, scattered across the Navajo Nation on the Arizona-Utah border, rise from the desert floor like the remnants of ancient cities built by gods. The Mittens, Merrick Butte, Elephant Butte, each formation tells the story of millions of years of wind and water slowly revealing the bones of the earth. At sunrise and sunset, these monuments glow with an inner fire, their red sandstone surfaces coming alive in the desert light. This is the landscape that defined the American West in our collective imagination. Yet experiencing it firsthand still feels like stepping into a myth. The Italian Dolomites rise from alpine meadows, like Gothic cathedrals built from stone. These pale limestone peaks, carved by ancient seas and sculpted by ice, create one of the most dramatic mountain landscapes in Europe. At sunrise and sunset, a phenomenon called enrosadira sets the peaks ablaze in shades of pink and gold that seem too beautiful to be natural. Walking through valleys where centuries-old traditions still thrive, where the sound of cowbells mingles with the whisper of wind through high passes. You experience the harmony between human culture and sublime wilderness. On the remote island of Kauai, Hawaii's Garden Isle, Makua Beach remains a testament to untouched beauty. This stretch of golden sand, backed by the dramatic Nepali cliffs and accessible only by a winding dirt road, offers a glimpse of Hawaii before tourism, before development, before the world discovered paradise. Here, Hawaiian monk seals haul out to rest on beaches where your footprints might be the first of the day. The only sounds are the eternal rhythm of Pacific swells and the rustle of ironwood trees, swaying in trade winds that have blown across thousands of miles of open ocean. In the high Atlas Mountains of Morocco, Ait Benhaddou rises from the desert like a mirage made manifest. This fortified village, built from the red clay of the earth itself, has stood as a testament to human ingenuity for nearly 1,000 years. Its kasbahs and towers, perfectly preserved in the dry desert air, continue to house families whose ancestors walked these narrow passages for generations. As the day's heat gives way to cool desert evening and lights begin to twinkle in ancient windows, you witness a way of life that bridges centuries, where tradition and survival have created something timelessly beautiful. These places exist not just as destinations, but as reminders of the extraordinary world we inhabit. Each one tells a story of geological time, of human perseverance, of the delicate balance between civilization and wilderness. They remind us that wonder still exists in our world, waiting for those curious enough to seek it, brave enough to explore it, and wise enough to protect it for generations yet to come.